Not the fact that you're going to the gym every day that's going to make you grow. It's not just the fact, it's about. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm your trainer Jasper Bravo, and this is Just Beast Fitness. And on this video, I'm just going to help you find out why this one mistake you've been making is the reason why you can't gain or is killing your gains, and that is doing 4 sets of 10 to 10 reps of any workout, and you're starting right now. Okay, now it's always been, this is a common knowledge to almost everybody who works out, that if you want to build chest, or if you want to build your legs, if you want to build your back, any type of muscles you want to build, you need to do 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps of any workout. And this is what has been known all over the world, and I'm telling you today that that is a very wrong idea, because that is the reason why maybe you're not building any muscles. And number one reason for this is that if you concentrate on the fact that you just need to do a certain number of reps per set, what's going to happen is that, number one, you should know that your muscle doesn't know the number of reps that you're doing. Your muscle just knows the tension that it is under at a certain time. And it is that tension that is going to stimulate the growth of muscles. So it doesn't matter how many reps you go for, even if it's just 1 rep, 2 rep, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters to your muscle is the amount of tension and the time under tension. And for instance, so if in your mind you go and in your mind you just want to do 12 reps of whatever, number one mistake you're going to make is that either you could be doing them really quick. And if you do them really quick, the time and attention will be really short, because the time and attention that is required for you to build any muscle is about 40 seconds. But if you do this, so this number is usually given just to estimate around the amount of time that your muscle is going to be under tension per set. So for instance, if you decide to go for, let's say 10 reps per set, and you really do them really quick, so fast, and you finish that within, let's say 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you can imagine that your muscles are 30 seconds away from growth. And that is crazy, because you've done it right, you've done the right thing, and the problem is you've done them too quick. So the time under tension, the time under stimulation is not enough for enough muscle growth, to stimulate enough muscle growth. Number 2, the next reason when you go to doing any set and you are just thinking of the number of reps, that is 10 to 15, what's going to happen is, another mistake you could be making is the fact that you're just putting a weight that you can handle 10 to 15, and you get yourself to 15 reps, and then you still have some in the tank, you can still go for more reps. But because you've set in your mind that you're supposed to go for 10 to 15, and you stop at 15, and you still have 5 more you could, or maybe another 10 that you could, because even 30 reps can still help you build muscles, you understand? So you decide and stop yourself at that 15 reps. And the problem with that is that you will almost always be stopping every set before you get any closer to your muscle failure, because you need to get to that failure sometimes for you to improve, for you to have what is called progressive overload, because the only way you get stronger and getting progressive overload is just by pushing yourself, and you only push yourself by getting as close as possible to failure. And when that's not happening, you're not going to grow muscles, you see. So maybe this is what you're doing, you're just not getting close enough to failure, because you in your head you just set it that you're going to do this number of reps, they're going to be 10 to 15, and that's it, and that's what you think in your mind. But I want you to know that your muscle just knows that it's going under so much pressure, it's going under so much tension, and that's why it's failed, and it wants to improve so that next time it doesn't fail you again. And you can only do that if you go close enough to failure, not by going to 15, because your body doesn't know whether it's 10 or 5 or whatever the number of reps you're doing. Another thing that could also be a problem when you're doing 12, 10, 15 reps per set is that sometimes people don't even concentrate on the quality of the reps. And this is what I mean. Somebody will be doing the reps very well, but in their mind they know that this weight is just too heavy for me, and I have to get to 10 reps. And the only way I can get to 10 reps is by cheating on some of the reps. And that is going to be a very crazy idea, because trust me, I usually like to break my workout in this way, and this is how your body grows, and that's how you improve, in that you need to get so detailed in that it's not the fact that you're going to the gym every day that's going to make you grow. It's not just the fact, it's about what you're doing inside there. And it's not about the number of sets that you're doing. is about the reps. It's not about the reps, it's about each and every rep. So if you do so many sets, but each and every rep of them is half-assed, in short, you just didn't do anything. The same way, if you go to the gym 5 days a week, and all these days you're going to the gym just to make stories, there's no improvement. So you have to get down to the details, and the details in this case, I mean the most basic form of activity you need to take part in for you to grow, and that is that one single rep. So if you go and if personally I decide and do, let's say, 6 reps, and they're really perfect, I've controlled the weight and I've stretched my muscle very, very well, and it's really moving through. I'm really moving through the motion, and I'm having that mind muscle connection, and I just do 6 reps. And you, who is accustomed to doing, let's say, 15 reps, you put the weight there, very heavy weight, whatever the weight it is, and by unracking the weight, you just notice that this weight is just going to be too heavy for. It's going to be too heavy for you to get to your 10 reps that you've set in your mind. What you're going to do in this case is you're going to start doing those reps really shallow. You're not going to control the weight. You're going to throw the weight around so that you can achieve those 15 reps that you had set in your mind. And the problem in that is that you're going to do 15 reps, and each and every rep is just a useless rep. Not useless that there's no gain, but there's going to be almost minimal gain compared to the other person who just did maybe the 6 reps and they were perfect, and they were in detail, and they were controlled, and they were close enough to failure. So this is why I just need you to, if you want to improve, I just need you to stop looking at your workout in terms of the number of sets and the number of reps. Really, it's important, but number one, I need you just to get, number one, to concentrate on each and every rep in doing them as perfect as possible. Then number 2, you make sure you get as close as possible to failure. Then number 3, you can now start thinking about the number of reps, the number of sets, the weight that you're handling, and that is the only way you're going to grow that body that you've been looking for. So if you like such content and you like to continue being with us, you can just like this video. You can also share with a person who like it, and I will appreciate it so much also if you subscribed, because I can promise you that we're going to have fun over here. See ya.